let's try and make this the shortest explanation. Yeah. Okay. So last stream we entered the cave or the area where supposedly a Gaia backup was. We found the Gaia backup, but it was like a little seed, but without any of the subordinate functions, so it wouldn't have worked. But then we thought of a plan that the other subordinate functions, like Aerie, Hephaestus, all of them were out there, so all we needed was one of them to boot it back online. So we found one, but then after we found one, like, these people all of a sudden came in, and we found out later on that there's supposedly people from Far Zenith, that planet, and they have Elizabeth clone with her, and yeah, but we have escaped. Fall brings us to this village, and turns out this village is having problems with the mountain, which is the mountain that we need to get into. So we eventually get into the mountain, boot up the guy. We take down Hephaestus, corruption. Hephaestus is multiple, so that wasn't a single one. Then we get whatever Minerva it was. Yeah, it was Minerva. We take Minerva in and then boot in Gaia. We combine them both, and then that means Gaia has a conscience. And so, yeah, then we talk to Gaia about everything, about the people from Far Zenith and whatnot, everything that's happened. Then she tells us about her other subordinate functions, that there's only 4 available. We couldn't find the other 3, and Hephaestus is the hardest one, so we need 3 to 3 only. We need 3 to get Hephaestus, because, yeah, he's that strong. And so we went to this tribe where we helped the tribe out, done a little bit of that, and eventually we got one of them, the one that controls storms, and we got one of the marshals, as they call it, to join our crew. And we get back, and Aaron's here, which is nice. It's all like a little gang now, like a little crew. And then we talk to we talk to Gaia again, and she says she's received the distress call from one of the subordinate functions that supposedly wasn't recoverable. And so we don't know whether it's a trap or not from Far Zenith or whatever, but we're going anyway. And so Aaron and Val are coming with me, which is nice. Whew, wow, okay. I said that straight, didn't I? My god, set a new world record. Okay, where are we? Okay, here we go. I might as well just unlock all of these things. I literally have them all already as it is. There we go. Lovely. Wait. Oh, so I could just grab all of them anyway. Oh, I understand. Armor. Okay. We should be alright now. So let's go and save the supposed function. Okay. Wow! Jesus Christ, we are stacked. What is going on here? Let's make sure we're stacked on ammo as well as we, yeah. Alright. Cool. Hello, hello.
So let me get...
Wait, is anyone in the stream? No, okay, no one.
The angry orb that we thrashed at the battle for Meridian. Now that was another one of those subordinate function things.
Yeah, Hades.
That one was called Hades. Huh. And you said Aloy ended it for good, right? Gaia doesn't need it?
I think we're all better off without
Hello, guys.
There she is. You ready to head out?
I swear. Imagine if my mic was on mute, then I would have been so
Let's go.
mad. That was like
Look
a
at
perfect
us.
talk as well.
3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good.
Let's see if we can open it. Oh, it did. Okay. Ah, okay. Looks like we're just cutting straight to it then.
This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Alright. Oh, might be a trap. Is it? We still don't know whether it's a trap or not from Farsina. Oh, it is. Okay.
Merman.
Oh, it looks like they're trying to take down one of her things.
What the hell?
Oh! Oh! Ah!
Well, that takes the keg.
Finish it off while we have the chance. So it looked like one of the Farsina if people
Well,
was waiting
see
for
if
us.
there's anything over there.
On it.
Looks like one of the Farsina
Check
was
out the
waiting for us, and
battlefield.
then
Let's start with that zenith.
yeah, and then that Zenith got jumped by a bunch of raiders.
Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost
Jesus
didn't make it.
Christ. Huh.
Snow's melting. Whatever the rebels did, it took down our shield.
Oh, like an
Why was
electromagnetic
she
pulse.
here?
Like an EMP.
I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will.
Hello, Verbena?
It's gone now.
Okay, so, did I just miss all that bloody dialogue? Oh, man, you're such a bumhole. Swear I entered anyway. So it looked like one of those Farsina if people were waiting for us essentially, but then they got jumped.
That's part of Gaia. Huh?
That Farsina person got jumped by a bunch of Regala's people, and he somehow managed to take it down. So yeah, it did look like one of the Farsina if people were waiting for us, but then she got jumped, and somehow they managed to kill her, which is it's crazy how it's the way
There
they just
she
managed
is.
to do that.
You ready to
And
head out?
it looked like they managed to take down one of those robots as well, which is mad.
Let's go.
Look. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Jesus.
What is that?
Yeah, it looks like some electromagnetic pulse thing.
What the hell?
Huh. That's not the way they do that, though.
Well, that takes the keg.
Burrow, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith. Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it.
That's mad. Look at this robot here as well. It looked like they had one of their own as well.
Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
What? What?
Hello, Verbena? What do you have for me?
I checked everywhere, still no sign of the asset. Can we call off this pointless search already?
Let's not forget who let it slip away in the first place. Now, I'd like to see results by nightfall.
Okay.
Do you think you can manage that?
Hold on. I think I see something.
Oh, so it looks like they were waiting for us, but then, yeah, she got jumped. Give me a second, I'm just getting these lovely sweets out my jaw right now. Gimme. Right. There we go then. See how this all went down, shall we? Let's give this place a quick search. Huh. Oh yeah, looks like they had robots at there. Alright.
What a mess.
Somehow they managed to
The
take down
Spectre
one of
had
these things.
instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I
Huh.
wonder what this asset is.
Assuming a tear, probably, most likely. Heh. Ooh, okay.
Kind of chilly.
Try and get up here, shall we? Oh yeah, it's the weapon you used, wasn't it?
The weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off.
Just throw some snow on it, for God's sake.
An Oseram with a focus.
Huh.
Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else.
Oh, right, okay.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while.
Oh.
Are they watching this area?
And then she must have came along.
Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I
Oh,
found
so-
camping gear up there.
Were
The
they
rebels
waiting
must have
for
been
her?
staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up,
Oh, okay.
all so that they could test that weapon.
Okay.
The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else.
Okay.
It was probably just a prototype.
Yeah, so you're just sending how it worked, whether or not.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost.
Uh,
Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure.
but
Mom,
why
it's
would
up to
we get the distress signal? Did they send that to us, or were they already looking for something and it tripped something up?
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
Okay, so it look.
Head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go. There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the Proving Lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its
Right.
hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe.
So yeah, that makes sense. So even though the Zeniths were there, they weren't the ones that sent the distress signal. The Eleuthia did. So it wasn't some sort of trap by the Zeniths, even though they were there. They were just there looking for the same thing we were. It wasn't because they sent it. It was actually Eleuthia.
Looks like some kind of data center. We might be able to access the facility systems from that console.
Huh. Looks like a Zenith type of technology.
I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed.
I don't know what to believe now, whether they did send it or not.
This was a Far Zenith research lab.
Oh, was it? Okay, that
Looks like
makes
a lot
sense.
of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
So, exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
Oh.
This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around.
It's just basically the same thing.
So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus, it's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
He is really a nice guy, which is nice. This looks like some sort of elevator. I want to make sure we search this whole bloody place. So it looks like this was some sort of a, how to say this? Some sort of Zenith lab. And,
A control console to access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Oh, let's find out.
yeah, it's apparently some sort of storage, some sort of Zenith lab. And, by the looks of it, they had some signal transmitter there. And if I don't know what the name is anymore. If she was there, the bloody thing, she probably would be gone by now, by the looks of it. But if she is, what are they still looking for?
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
Oh, I remember it. Oh, Jesus, that's annoying. Two, 3, 7.
236 containers.
Whoa. What is that? Looks like some sort of cryopod. That Elizabeth Super. It is! What?
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant.
So she was the
I
asset.
hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Farsineth. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now.
Oh.
But at least they don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with.
Oh, okay.
You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye. So she's
still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shit, they can fly? Aloy! Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
2 of those Spectre things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Wow,
Get her to
okay.
cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't
Whoa.
get through to Varl and the clone.
What happened to all my bloody ammo? I swear. Oh, right, okay, because I took it all off, didn't I? Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Okay, I actually don't know what I'm preparing for here, so... No
Here it
would be
comes.
nice. Oh, yeah, okay, Jesus, what the hell? So, it looked like it was some Farsineth lab that they were transmitting some sort of signal from. And, look, I'm not sure, actually, but it looked like Eleuthia, wait, no, yeah, Eleuthia had been taken already, even if it was there. And, yeah, so we keep looking because, to find out what this asset was, because there was, even though Eleuthia's there, Eleuthia's been taken, they were still looking for something. And, then we look, oh wait, 216, yeah, so, oh no, that was the, okay, so yeah, that was the Elizabeth clone beta that launched that distress signal from Eleuthia. Eleuthia's been taken, obviously, but, they must have been here before and took Eleuthia, and then that beta came back and, launched that distress signal, and so we came over, find Eleuthia's been taken, and so we assume that they're looking for that asset, which is Beta, and so we get to there and find out that it's Beta, and yeah, she wrote some message that basically said that you've got Apollo and all the others, but she still has the Gaia seed, so they can't really do anything until they get Gaia. And so, yeah, we have the Beta and Gaia now. And, yeah. So, yeah, so we thought it was some Farsineth lab. Okay, this is too hard to complicate. Okay, start from the beginning. So, we get there and we see a Varzina and we think it might be some trap, but turns out some raiders were there already waiting for the Varzina if they kill her. And then we get inside and oh yeah, and you're looking for something called the asset. So we get inside, see some sort of signal thing, and we think it might be some sort of lab, Varzina lab, and yeah, because we see some sort of signal, and then Luffy's gone, but they're still there, so we assume they're still looking for the asset, which isn't a Luffy. And then we find this thing, and then we type in the code 216. Since that might be the code, and turns out it is. Then we find that the Elizabeth clone Beta throws herself, and she wrote us a message saying how they got all three of them. Apollo and Luffy and some other one, and but she's got the seed, so they can't do anything since she's got it. And yeah, she took that chip off so they can't really find the exact position, but they will be looking for her. And yeah, then those robots come in.
Ooh, ugly one, aren't you?
Oh, you are nice.
I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots. That thing's quick.
Jesus Christ, man, chill. Wow, that practically does nothing. Yeah. Oh, Jesus, okay. Move! Ah, Jesus Christ, we got it. Come on, set it up, set it up, set it up, set it up! Yeah, you like that, don't you? Come on, come on, come on, come on, just come forward, come on, come on. There we go, lovely.
There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Okay, there we go.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Okay.
Errand!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight.
No.
I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Come on, please be okay.
That doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Errand.
Please be okay, please be okay, please be okay, please be okay.
Errand,
Okay,
I'm
it's
here.
okay.
Watch out.
Frostbreath?
That thing's shooting down the center.
Okay, inventory, tools. I can't make any more of them, can I?
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some kind of shield up. I'm just tough fight if I take that thing head on. A heavy weapon. I could use it against the Spectre.
Lovely. Did it. There we are. I hope you enjoy your breakfast.
Shield found! It's on the move!
Oh yeah!
A heavy weapon. That could help.
Wait, where? Oh, wait, no, that isn't a heavy bloody weapon. Give me a heavy bloody weapon for God's sake. Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah. Jesus Christ.
That loot later. That's it. Keep at it.
Come on!
Aloy, get out of there! Bring it on!
Come on!
Aloy, you okay?
Come on!
Now this is why I can't.
There we go, lovely. That is how it's done.
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now she's...
Long story. But it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon.
Well, that was cool.
If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all.
Oh, come on.
No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
That's fine. Nah, usually works if I just flick it a few times with my thumb.
So, okay, we get there, we think it's a trap because the Farsenos there, and then we see the Farsina fighting with some of the tribes, and it turns out the tribes was waiting there for a while to test out the weapon. They managed to kill her, and then we find out the Farsina woman is looking for an asset, so we go down, and we see some sort of signal thing, and so we assume it's some base, and we assume Olivia's gone, but they're still looking for some assets, so what could it be? We get in, we find out, we put in some code on the machine thing, and we see it's the Elizabeth clone, and she took off her scanner. We see what she says. She wrote us a message, and she says that they have Apollo, Olivia, and some other one, but they don't have the seed. And yeah, she says like, oh, this depends on it, I've got to go before they find me. And so she puts herself in that. We save her, defeat the robots, and then we get back to the base. We find out what we're trying to find out what that weapon is, so we got to speak to Gaia, see what's going on. Okay. And so yeah, that's basically everything.
Erend? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's two of me now.
There's two of you now. Well, at least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying. What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. That reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in stormbird plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
Huh.
What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those two lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed. I promise.
He really is a nice guy.
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her.
Yeah.
No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
I have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
Aloy, you're back.
Yeah, I'm just, checking up on how everyone's doing.
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
A little.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe. What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again. Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Ether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chills to my skin. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those Stormbirds in line. You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
I need to get going.
May the land bloom in your steps. Aloy, there are more supplies in the chest. Help yourself.
Don't mind if I do. Oh wait, no, there's a dead room.
Anybody see one of my machines right pieces around?
Why don't you check the cache?
Looks like some of the holograms are working now.
Huh.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, but I must ask. The woman Varl and Aaron brought in, she's related to you.
It's hard to explain. She's more of a copy.
Good. If she's anything like you, we've just gained reinforcements.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not sure. Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you there. Getting Ether out of the Grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Hikaru's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. He fought well against Regala's troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push the Carja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
I need to go.
On your way then.
Is my room? Yes, it is. Okay, lovely. Oh, look at all those lovely berries, my god. Okay. Give me all of that. Lovely. Okay.
Old ones painted their faces with something called makeup, like the card show.
So it's probably best we talk to these people.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay.
Yeah.
She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello?
Oh, she's probably just hiding somewhere.
It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device.
Yeah.
The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal.
Yeah.
Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like she's some sort of pro at this at least.
So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want?
How did they get you?
let's start the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
Huh.
And you? Does that mean that you were...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
Ah.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over?
Oh, so
Took me
they're
on
the same
missions with
people
them. I
that...
saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system.
And
that
just
they can
wipe
redesign
everything
it
out and
to be exactly what they want.
take the
Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it?
They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit.
So you know about the extinction signal?
It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether.
And that's why.
I should have realized that she would
Because
also
of that
order the
signal.
recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her.
Yeah, well... surprise.
Yeah, so that's the reason why Gaia blew herself up, because of that signal. Because they tried to awake Hades and reboot the signal. I mean, wait, no, they sent the signal to try and wake up Hades so they could do a hard reset, but that's why Gaia blew herself up. But yeah, and then whatever. Hades eventually escaped, but we stopped him. And so they arrived thinking that it was probably over, but no. Yeah, they arrived thinking that Hades done his job, but no, he never, because we stopped them. And so, yeah, they're doing it themselves.
So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them?
They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says.
Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space. Other survivors of the colony.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age, too. How did you escape the Zeniths?
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the Gaia root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done. You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
You said you spent years studying a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Faro purged it.
The Zeniths have a copy.
So it still exists. And you got to learn from it.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it.
To have all that knowledge, just out of reach. Must have been frustrating. Alright, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or...
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaia's fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single... To a single location, of course not!
You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are.
You were supposed to be further along by now!
Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing.
They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location.
What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die.
Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help?
I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
Okay. So it turns out she was created on the ship on her way back and whatnot, and it explains why Gaia destroyed herself, and she explains how she escaped and whatnot, and yeah, and we basically find out a bit more about Zenith and whatnot, and how she escaped, how she was made, why they're here. And yeah, we tell her how far we're along, and yeah, she basically starts to panic, but we managed to calm her down.
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was her who sent that.
I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The two remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more sub-functions to get.
So it was Silence who made that, and he somehow figured out how to cover his own tracks. So obviously we wouldn't find out how to use that against them, or against the Zenith. So we would have to figure that out ourselves now, since he basically destroyed that.
Hey, you and Aaron okay?
Nothing some rest can't take care of. Are you okay? This beta thing, it's a lot. Even for you.
Just trying to take it one step at a time.
Fair enough. If you need anything, just let me know.
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourselves.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift, and to thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's never seen before. Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really, doesn't sound like a good time for anybody.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something else. How's everyone dealing with Beta?
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. He was totally lost. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed. That seemed to help a bit.
I see everyone's settling in.
Zoe's planning on bringing all kinds of plants in here. Says a home should always spring with life anew. I asked Aaron to help find some. I think he'd rather stick his head into a snap mall.
Still, it's not a bad idea. Should liven up the place.
Alright, there we go.
I should get back to the wilds.
I'll keep an eye on Beta. Make sure she's comfortable.
Okay.
What's he doing? I'll leave him to it, I guess. Okay, so yeah, that was Simon's weapon, but somehow I managed to cover his track.
Aloy, it's Gotalo. If you're in need of provisions, I recommend stopping by Salt Bite, a village north of the Grove. Their cook's meals give a soldier strength like nothing else. And who knows? Maybe they could use your help, too.
Maybe I'll check it out. Thanks.
We can tame one of them over there. Sure of it. Wait for him to get close enough.
It's gonna be you and me.
Off we go then. What's the one we're getting now? Is it Simon?
Grace? Definitely don't sound like rebels. Maybe if I follow their tracks, I can find out where they're headed.
Almost there now.
Time to find whoever's in charge and take them out. This must be the ruins of Las Vegas. So we shouldn't be far.
Where could it be? So look around then, shall we? Jesus Christ, this thing.
Signs to it? I better check it out.
Huh. That would make sense.
Can't go here. Looks like there's something behind that tarp.
What the hell? What are these guys doing?
I almost had him. I was so close.
To drowning, maybe. Not to the embers. Moreland, it's over.
Well, not for me, it's not.
Then you're going to die. Alone. Because we're not sticking around to fish out the corpse. We're through.
Oh, so these people are trying to find it, and this guy's dead on and trying to get it, but these two other guys that are with him don't want it.
So the visionary's fate hung in the balance. Would he choose life, or succumb to deadly delusion?
Hello. So, there's an ancient city under the sand, but it's flooded.
Suddenly a Nora spear maiden appeared.
Yeah, okay, well, you're not typical Delvers. That's for sure. What's this?
I call it a diving bubble. This is the Mark 1. The Mark 2 was better, but it got stuck halfway down. Air tube snagged.
You went down in that.
Yeah, I hardly expect a layperson to understand.
Because that's pretty smart.
I'm sorry. May I remind you, you got stuck inside and nearly drowned.
It'd have to be portable, though. Machine kneecap, maybe?
Well, you'd need a filter.
Synthetic membrane would do it. With a hose to a compressed
air capsule. Hammer and tongs.
What is this? What is happening here? What? Get over here. She's a stranger.
You got a name?
Aloy.
Moreland. Not a stranger anymore.
You're a damn fool.
Come on. I got the original schematics over here.
Oh, well, hold on.
These
Just
guys don't
couple
trust
of
her.
questions first.
Fair enough. Partner?
Partner?
These guys don't like this, but yeah.
What's so important down there that you'd risk your life? Moreland, I'm not interested in salvage, okay? Whatever you find below is yours.
Well, all right. Then what if I told you we were delving for the most spectacular treasures ever scribed by man or maid?
I'd say get to the point.
No nonsense. I like it. Behold, an ember.
Looks like a piece of junk.
Oh, now, yes, but with a proper spark. These magnificent creations of the old ones paint mesmerizing pictures in the air, and the ruins below us are full of them. A feast for the eyes beyond description. This is my old Gramps promised me.
How did your grandfather discover these embers?
He was here 40-odd years ago. He was one of the first to lead a delving party into the West. He discovered the ancient city around us, plumbed the depths of this very structure. He found the hollow underneath and the glowing embers all about. Took as many as he could and brought them home. He always wanted to come back and get more, but, well, never scraped up the shards. What he really wanted to do was use the embers to put on a show. One unlike the world has ever seen.
Sounds like quite a guy.
He was a true delver and a true showman. And I miss him. But I will do him proud. I will gather the embers and put on a spectacle that would have amazed even him. With your help, of course.
So these embers project images?
Paintings of light. It's amazing stuff. This one showed the most beautiful woman you've ever seen, beckoning all to a buffet of lobster and succulent beefs. I must have watched it about 100 times as a child in my old Gramps workshop.
What happened to it?
Over time, they die out. I cried the day that this one's light faltered. But there are many more below, as you'll see if you get down there like I did and my old Gramps before me.
You guys don't seem like average delvers.
We're not really delvers at all. We're showmen.
Like, performers?
You're Nora, and thus unfamiliar with the arts. We stage spectacles all around the claim. Stemmer tells stories, which I augment with all manner of sounds and fireworks, and Abadund, he, well...
Complains?
He handles the money, which amounts to about the same thing. When we delve, it's to find gear for my theatrics. Which makes this delve the most important one of all.
How deep is it? Can't I just swim down?
Only if you have gills. You can stack 50 kegs in that shaft.
Leave it to the Oseram to measure something in kegs.
Talking liquid depths, I'd say it's apt.
Apt or not, sounds too deep to hold my breath.
Hence, our new invention.
So what exactly happened down there?
It was a delve like no other. A chance to follow my old Gramps' footsteps. Beneath this structure here is an enormous hollow, a dome protected from the sands. We built this elevator here to ensure easy egress and exit. It's quite a contraption, actually, and not so easy to...
Right. Again. What happened?
At the bottom, we beheld the treasure my Gramps first discovered. Painted images in the air of every description. Dancing women, games and coins and promises of jackpots. I don't know what that is, but it's gotta be good. But then, something went wrong. The images turned nautical. waves went through them, even fish.
Hmm.
It's like a strange underwater dream.
Poseidon's dream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, suddenly there was this terrible rushing sound, and then an explosion of water erupted from the floor.
So water just shot up from the floor and filled the place up?
It was a raging flood unlike anything I've seen.
Mm.
We ran like forge fire and barely made it up the elevator as a wave just crashed beneath us. Shaken, but not stirred. I built the diving bubbles Mark I and Mark II. I tried the descent in each, but I nearly drowned both times. Abaddon's beside himself. He thinks I'm insane. But I can't give up now. I've come too far. And the embers are just barely within my reach.
Well, maybe I can help.
Yeah. Maybe you can.
I'd better get after those parts.
There's a fully intact compressed air capsule in the Mark II, but like I said, it's stuck in the shaft.
If you made it back up alive, I should be able to swim down that far.
All right. As for the other parts, Stemmer scouted a herd due south of here that should have what we need.
I'm on it.
Okay.
Great.
Easy enough.
I'll come back when you get the gear. Good hunting.
Oh, okay. You know what, I could definitely just climb down there easy. Can I see if I can? I reckon I can.
Got the compressed air capsule. Now, to get all the machine parts.
I thought we were finally
I'll
going to
dry
get away
off.
from this place.
Well, good thing that
Well,
Aloy showed
tomorrow,
up.
the herd should be south of here.
The longer their sojourn in the desert, the crustier the shard counter's moves became.
Okay. Let's go and get this guy then.
Drone. Must be part of Cyclops. If I can get its data, I can reconnect it with the dome back at the base. But how do I get up there? Oh, this is where Marilyn said that it would be. I must have moved on. I need to pick up that trail. Better look for tracks. There. Tracks should lead me to the herd.
Oh, it looks like they went this way. Easy enough.
Sandstorm's blowing in. Just when I close the herd. I should have the parts I need. All the machines. Nothing first. Oh, the storm swept up the sandstorm.
Whoa, chill, Jesus, holy Christ, chill. Okay, I get your points, I get your points, for God's sake, oh God. Chill your bloody beans, yeah. No need for this, right? No need. See, like I said, no need. And I'm stuck here for ages now, watch. Take out the little ones first.
first.
Run, man! Jesus Christ! I just have to come there and back every time. Why did he just camp in there like that, man? Ridiculous. Oh, come on, man. Oh, okay. No, that's ridiculous. Okay, maybe I should just sneak up on them and call that thing as a backup.
More machines. Gotta deal with them first.
Honestly, it's probably best fighting on its own. Where is he?
Oh, the storm's whipped up a sand spiral. Great.
About to get off to? Yeah, no, it's not in here. Where is it? Oh, come on, stop being stupid. Oh mate, that's ridiculous. Okay, because that just went through on. This is why I hate these bloody birds. They don't make sense. They never made sense in the last game. Don't know why the game decided to add them in the first place.
Sand spirals. I could use that to my advantage.
There we go, easy as that.
Looks like the code's caught between those sand spirals. I could use that to my advantage.
Come on, get off, get off, get off, get off, get off, get off. What now? There's no way that's one hitting me. That's ridiculous, man. Just stay still, please. You're not even worth my time. Okay, let's try that again. Split them away from the herd. Get off! Jesus Christ. Okay. Whoa there. Will you stop firing the same bloody attack every single time, please? Not helping you. My God, man.
One synthetic membrane. I can use. Okay, better.
Come on.
The kneecap. Good. I should have all the parts to build this thing now. Better get back to Moreland.
Oh, thank God for that. Jesus, holy Christ. Okay, let's go. I guess they just keep spawning anyway, it doesn't matter.
I'll have use for these soon enough.
Almost there now, finally. This bloody thing needs to sort itself out, it's pointing all over the place.
What can I do for you, partner?
I've got everything I need to build the
incredible diving mask.
I think diving mask is enough.
I won't quibble. The workbench is all yours.
Okay, there we go then. Let's just have a look at these real quick first. There we go then. Wait, no, that's not it. Yeah, there we go.
Whoa.
Lovely.
There's a marvel. If it works, you'll let me try it? I want to get down there and get those embers.
Assuming I don't drown.
So what are you really looking for down there?
It's hard to explain. Something that caused a malfunction in the apparatus that controls the old city. I think it started the flood.
Well, I thought we started the flood. Like we sprung a trap. I don't know how we were detected. Like I said, the dancing lights around us changed, turned to sea life. There was this flash of red, and the roar of water surging in.
Wait, a flash of red?
A red light from a spot near the grate on the floor where the water burst through. It was like a beacon.
Or a warning. Thanks. That might help.
I hope it does. And good luck down there.
Okay, time to see if this thing works.
There we go then.
I can actually breathe down here.
How's she actually speaking though? Oh yeah.
Mask seems to be holding up. I've never been able to swim this deep before.
I definitely could have made this well easy. This must have been a casino of sorts.
Political lights. It must be Poseidon's doing. It looks like we're out. Poseidon's down here somewhere. Gotta find where it's hiding. Whoa!
Jesus. Christ.
This place is massive. It's encased in a dome.
Looks like an Ichthyosaurus. Or those ones that you fight in Ark. Ichthyosaurus. Whoa, what's going on here? What, that people were entering or something? Ah, that must be it. This place is crazy. Jesus. The whole sea life down here.
There. Red light.
Alert. Critical flooding detected. Automatic drainage controls offline. To execute an emergency purge, manual reset of primary and secondary pump nodes is required. The purge can then be triggered at the pump maintenance station.
If I do this purge and drain all the water, I can fight that big machine on dry ground. Looks like I have to reset a couple of pump nodes first.
Okay.
According to the map, there should be an access point for the first node south of here.
So I've got to do this, you know, get all those nodes in place first, then I can drain the water and kill that massive beast.
Hello, Spit. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta.
Oh,
I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my...
Ah, here it is.
Alert. Alert. Critical flooding detected.
Jesus Christ, how should she swim this fast, man?
There's the access point. Should lead me to the pump node. No machines down here. I'll swim around them. Stick to cover.
There we are.
I can't reach the ledge from here. Maybe there's something I can climb to get out.
No, well, sorry, but doesn't look like there's anything to climb to get out.
Whew, that'll keep me awake. One node down. I'll swim back up and find the access point for the second node.
Proper mission this, isn't it?
According to the map, the second node should be on the other side of the door. Another access point. Should get me to the second node.
There we go. Lovely. Okay. Oh, that's clearly a scam. What's going on there? Alright, here we go.
I won't budge. Maybe that debris is weighing it down. Let's see if that helped. Okay, I've taken care of both nodes. Now I just need to activate the emergency purge at the maintenance station.
And that should take out all the water.
According to the map, the maintenance station should be at the south end of the dome.
Jesus Christ, why is there so many of these things? Oh no, that's one of those gators, isn't it? Christ.
It looks like part of this building collapsed. There might be a way in. There's red light in that tower. Just like at the console I found earlier. That
Exactly.
might be the main station. But how to get in? Okay, let's see where this leads. It saw me! I think I'm in the maintenance station now. I just gotta find a console to activate the emergency purge. Be a console in here. There. Time to try this place out.
Lovely. Okay.
That did it! Okay. Now I can deal with that machine guarding the door on the other end of the dome. And once I get past it, I can get to what's waiting on the other side of the door. I guess the purge will get rid of all of the water.
this thing, man. Jesus.
Okay. Poseidon is through there. Where did that machine go?
It's gonna jump out on nowhere, watch.
It's a miracle!
Oh no, here we go. Idiot.
Come on. Was this you? Did you lower the waters?
Yeah, but there's a new problem. That thing's in our way.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to get the embers with that around.
As the scrappy band of adventurers beheld the beast, they knew what they had to do.
What? Are you crazy? Hush now. She saved our Delph.
Okay then. Stay up here and start firing when I engage.
Jesus Christ, man.
Places. Get to that overhang.
Frost would do a lot of damage. He's just trying to find me, that's it. I'll take out that massive water cannon on the top. Is it even shooting at us? There we go, lovely. Let's do that again. I need to get distance away from it first. Whoa, what? No. That didn't kill me, that... Huh. That was like a million miles away from that. and subsiding.
Mate, just go on the bloody track, will you? Mate, what is... Oh. This is actually going to be more difficult than I thought. I'm getting battered by a sea creature on £9 pounds. Come through. Come on, man. He's scared off. There we go. Lovely. Are you doing like that one, did you? Okay. Go line up the shop. This should be enough. One of these guys isn't getting out. Come on, man. There we go, lovely.
Aloy! You did it!
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Come on, gentlemen, get a move on.
There we go. Got everything now. Oh my god, hurry up, please.
You guys all right?
More than all right. We did it! All the embers we could ever want, and it's all thanks to you.
Very, heartwarming. But maybe we can just, you know, grab what we came here for and get out before any more of those things decide to show up.
Now, shard counter. Nothing wrong with a little reveling. Though we should probably let our flame-haired friend get going. I believe she has business down here, does she not?
Right, of course. You need any help?
I can handle it from here.
Very well. We'll start taking some of the embers upstairs. Holler if you need us.
Oh, that's nice. There we go.
Here, stick with this heat. Okay. Poseidon should be hiding in some kind of processor. I need to find a console to gain access to it. There. I should be able to use that console.
Lovely. Hello.
I'm here to bring
Poseidon.
you home, Poseidon. To Gaia. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Poseidon's subordinate function to original code.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. Gotta bring this back to Gaia.
Why do I get that sort of feeling that I'm gonna get attacked now? Like, as soon as I leave here, I'm gonna get attacked.
Looks like taking Poseidon triggered a restart of the city's power system. The London crew must have headed back up top. Probably embers they could carry.
I bet I'm getting attacked as soon as I get up here.
Be prepared.
Where are we then? Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's definitely some casino assaults. Question is, how do I get up there? There we go, lovely. Easy as that. Right, there's an audio on this.
It started right here, more than 30 years ago. Back when this casino was still called the Temple. One big bet turned my fate around. But now, fate's dealt its cruelest hand ever to everyone. I have to turn the lights out one final time. And the waters of my adopted home will at last run dry. Well,
An elevator.
the dream has to die.
No one must have built this
At
before the
least
place
I
flooded.
can say goodbye first.
This will work. Be nice not to have to climb back up.
It started right here, more than 30 years ago. Back when this casino was still called the Temple. One big bet turned my fate around. But now, fate's dealt its cruelest hand ever to everyone. I have to turn the lights out one final time. and the waters of my adopted home will at last run dry. Well, if a dream has to die, at least I can say goodbye first.
Okay.
Merlin must have built this before the place flooded. Might still work. Be nice not to have to climb back up.
Watch how much you wanna bet I'm gonna get jumped. Oh, you idiots. You absolute bloody idiots.
Whatever she did, she must have powered up the whole city.
What's going on out there?
How much did all this
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, show my old Gramps always wanted.
There's another.
Wow.
His dream realized. His old Gramps' legacy ensured. Our hero beheld the sea of desert lights and wept at his good fortune.
Jesus.
When I saw the Embers as a child, I never dreamed they could be like this. Thank you, Aloy. Well, did you find what you were looking for?
I did. And now I have to move on.
Oh. Come back when you can. I got big plans for this place.
I thought you wanted to put on shows with the Embers back in the Claim.
Oh, no. This is the show. Oh, can you imagine? Folks from all over the land coming to take it all in. Plus, some food and a nice place to stay.
Not to mention a variety of entertainment venues.
Don't forget, games of chance. Plenty of shards to be had there for certain.
A new dream, huh? I hope you make it happen. Goodbye, gentlemen.
This delve is a story for the ages. All thanks to you.
If Moreland and crew's gonna stay, maybe I should come back and check on them later. For now, I need to get Poseidon back to Gaia. But with all the ruins here, I want to look around before I head back. And with my new diving mask, I should be able to swim as deep as I want to. Once I find a place with more water.
Save me the trouble. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, that's the stuff. Welcome back.
Let's play Strike.
What's this?
Strike. It's a Tanaka game. I'm pretty bad at it, but it's fun.
Think you could teach me?
I would, but I can barely make sense of it myself. Be better off learning from Salma and Chain Scrape. She can be pretty passionate about it, but she'd know strike as well as any Tanakh.
Guess I'll have to make some time to visit her when I can. I should go.
Back to studying it is.
Certainly sound like it.
Looks like you've been busy.
I better get going.
Make sure to stay in touch.
Okay, I don't think they'll be speaking anything interesting. There we are. Oh, looks like
Welcome back, Aloy. I see you have recovered Poseidon.
Huh. Looks like she wants to speak to us anyway.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it. Hey, Gaia. Me again.
Welcome back, Aloy. Where shall we resume?
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Beta believes the Zeniths want to use the terraforming system to wipe out life on Earth. Start over, so they can build it how they want.
Further supporting our hypothesis.
But why? Given their technology, they could wipe out the tribes of the world by easier means. And if they're the same people who left Earth 1,000 years ago, wouldn't they want the biosphere to be as it was?
It is likely they adjusted to different planetary conditions in their colony on Sirius. They may be trying to recreate that environment here.
Turning Earth into a new Sirius. Their own personal playground. So from what Beta told me, I guess we can assume the Zenith's technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes. As your encounters with them amply demonstrate, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
They seemed indestructible, but that weapon the rebels used stripped their shield somehow.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. While we lack the anti-shielding weapon, were I to absorb Hephaestus and utilize it to create a large force of combat machines, no shielding could withstand such an assault indefinitely.
So there's hope.
Always.
So the Zeniths are the same people who left Earth.
That's smart.
Physically immortal. How'd they figure it out?
From what we know of Far Zenith, it is plausible that prominent geneticists and engineers were offered a place aboard the Odyssey in exchange for their expertise. Given enough time, technology, and resources, any challenge can be overcome.
Like how Minerva eventually generated the deactivation codes for the Pharaoh Plague.
Exactly.
The Zeniths. Gerard, Eric, Tilda, Verbena. Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. Do you know anything about them?
Unfortunately, no. My personal database is limited to those who worked on Zero Dawn. Additionally, it appears Far Zenith was quite secretive about their members. Only one, Oswald Dahlgard, was ever publicly known.
Right. He was the spokesperson back at their old launch facility.
What we can conclude from your and Beta's experiences is that the Zeniths are ruthless in pursuit of their goal. To protect life on Earth, they must be stopped.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
A signal that precise would require thorough knowledge of the system. How could the Zeniths know that?
From the records on your focus, it appears Far Zenith had an informant during the development of Zero Dawn.
Hank Shaw. He was supposed to steal a copy of the system for Far Zenith, but Elizabeth and Travis Tate caught him first.
Yes. It is likely Far Zenith acquired knowledge on the system's design through him, despite his failure.
So, I guess Beta's here to stay. I gave her a focus. Told her to talk to you to see if she can help. She's not what I expected.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Someone more helpful, I guess. And less pessimistic.
It is true, she overestimated our progress. However, it is also worth noting that her confidence in your abilities emboldened her to escape the Zeniths.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Give her time. She may yet come around.
How's Kotallo doing?
I have detected that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him. In an effort to remedy this, I have discussed a potential solution with him. I believe he will want to fill you in on the details.
Oh, that's nice.
A solution? I'll check in with him when I can, then. How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, Zoe and I are hopeful we will find an alternative way to heal them.
Well, keep at it. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying Old World data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
You blame them.
How's Erend handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus, after an initial incident.
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess. So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the lost recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
Gaia?
Looks like we're gonna be here for a while.
What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator. My guide.
Your friend?
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate. Though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia. So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world. All working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations, at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with too. So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered another AI there. One not related to Zero Dawn. Cyan. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Cyan was cut off from the outside world. An effort by its creators to protect it from the Pharaoh Plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network request, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it. Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about.
So that's like another AI, like Gaia in a way.
There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh Plague, the US military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the vehicle was part of a pre-automated war fleet.
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley, until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them. So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here. This room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From here, the facility's operators would have been able to observe weather and machine activity in real time.
That would have been quite a sight.
It may still be possible to view some of them, should you find and reconnect the cameras to this room's console.
I'll keep a lookout.
Jesus, holy Christ.
What can you tell me about
Gonna be
Demeter?
here for a while, guys.
Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life.
So once I bring it back, all the blight out there will start to get better.
While permanent restoration requires the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to improve conditions in the region for a while. However, a word of warning. Like Ether and Poseidon, Demeter's response to my query was highly irregular. Alone and frightened, it may have taken measures to assure its security.
Okay, I'll keep my guard up. The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Faro.
Pharaoh, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, and unstable.
All 3 of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density, empowering my overall function. Unfortunately, as we now know they are in the possession of Far Zenith, attaining them in the short term is very likely impossible.
I guess our best shot at recovering them is by taking over the Zenith base. But we'll need Hephaestus and a bunch of combat machines to do that.
Correct.
Were you able to make use of Poseidon?
Yes. Many rivers, streams, and lakes associated with the regional watershed have been detoxified. As a result, red algae growth levels have seen a marked decline. According to my data, however, it appears a localized occurrence of red algae continues to persist near the coast.
Maybe I'll look into it when I can. So, Poseidon spent the last 20 years hiding out in Las Vegas. From the data I found, it seems the city had an advanced water reclamation system. Is that why Poseidon went there?
Most likely. In an effort to protect itself, Poseidon sought out a safe harbor where it could access water supply functions. There, buried and encased in a protective dome, it could guard against any threats.
Like 3 Oseram showmen?
I suspect that was not the first time it felt the need to repel trespassers.
You mentioned that the superstorms have subsided. Is that Ether at work?
Yes. Thanks to Ether's capabilities, weather patterns in the local region should mostly stabilize for the time being.
Well, that's a relief. Be nice not to have to fight my way through a storm anymore.
I will continue to stabilize the atmosphere for as long as I can.
Why did Ether take up residence in an ancient war museum?
As with the other subordinate functions, Ether needed to install itself on a processor with adequate storage and power. One in the museum appears to have been sufficient, given that the holographic displays were still active.
So Ether was assured it could stay for as long as it needed to.
Correct. Though it is curious that it chose a place surrounded with the ancient ruins of aircraft.
Maybe it also felt at home there. So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
So you could build an army of machines, attack the Zeniths and take them out.
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus,
yeah,
I
we've
can
heard this
design,
before,
build, and
but
command
obviously
such
it's
an army.
added stuff
Given
on.
the nature of the far zenith threat, doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good. It means you have a conscience. As Elizabeth intended.
Indeed.
Ah, guess so. Is that it? Okay.
I guess I should get going.
As you say. Be well, Aloy.
There we go. Through here. Down here. This guy, man. Wait, yeah, false head something before I better. Yeah, Beta needed to speak to me, that's what it was.
Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his
Ah,
little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
That's the first ever thing I found, wasn't it?
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Yeah, she did seem a bit different.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I have learned enough.
And then?
One day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me. In a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times.
Aww.
But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was a liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
Because she reminded of her of her.
What else can you tell us about Tilda?
She liked to talk about her paintings.
What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that?
She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect. Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage? She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses. You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel? It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home. And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it? To them, it looked like I was still in training. Toiling away. Alone. So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view? I could see white caps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave. You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files? Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s.
Jesus.
Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many. They didn't interest you? I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis. Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use? No. Any information about them was redacted. So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things? I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is. When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them. Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
Oh, okay, looks like I'm going back straight to it then.
It's a little loud, Aaron.
I know. It makes you want to punch something.
More like someone.
You're the one that helped me find it.
People make mistakes.
Aloy. Is everything all right? It seemed like you and Varl were down at that basement for a while.
Yeah, everything's fine, I guess.
Well, okay. What can I do for you?
You still sifting through loads of data?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's lots of words. I thought maybe I could try finding things with more, pictures in it. Not much luck there, but I did find out about these holofilms. Like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for those hollows.
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
What did you do?
I made one joke about how they, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt. Are you playing that board game I keep seeing everywhere?
Oh, you mean Strike? Yeah, I'm just trying to get some practice in. Helps take my mind off things. Yeah, it's a Tanakh game. I thought about playing Katalo, but what if he tries to kill me if I win?
I think you're safe.
Yeah, I don't know. Heard a lot of things about that tribe.
Do I smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape. With everything that's been going on, I thought we could all use a drink. Besides, there is nothing that brings people together like a good brew. That's what my sister always said, anyways. You're more than welcome to have some.
Maybe another time. It seems like you're getting a hang of this data thing.
Yeah, it's been helpful. When I could make sense of anything. I did find the old ones enjoyed a good brew like the rest of us. Only they let machines serve the stuff in bars. They even let the damn things cut you off before you saw the underside of a table. And that's half the fun. You won't see me letting a robot serve me a pitcher anytime soon.
I see you've got Strike set up. Think you could teach me?
I would, but I can barely make sense of it myself. Be better off learning from Salma and Chain Scrape. She can be pretty passionate about it, but she knows Strike as well as any Tanakh.
Guess I'll have to make some time to visit her when I can. I should get going.
Back to reading, I guess. You be careful out there.
Hey, got a sec?
Of course.
You brought up Rost. I do think about him. He was all I had. And he brought me up the best he could. Not only that, when Hades discovered who I was and sent the Eclipse after me, he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since. What I'm doing now, I don't think he could even begin to understand it. The Sacred Lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself dwell on him. Not with everything I have to do.
I understand. Sometimes, when I think about my sister, about what she would have become if she had survived the Proving, it hurts. And I just need to bury it for a while. But only for a while, Aloy. You can't ignore it forever. Memories always come back. The ones that matter, anyway.
I know. But for now, the mission has to come first.
Fair enough.
You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with the Zeniths. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use when needed, like some sort of tool. Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like a slave.
Another reason we have to stop them. How's training?
Discovering something new about our past every day. When we first met, you asked me if I ever wondered what this world looked like when the old ones lived here. I had thought it was strange at the time, but a lot has changed since I left the Embrace. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew, and versus everything I know now.
The change is hard, but it gets easier over time. It's hard to believe we're dealing with the original Zeniths. The same ones that left for Sirius 1,000 years ago.
To live on for so long, it doesn't seem natural.
Because it's not.
That weapon we found where Beta was hiding. Any chance we can use that against them?
Sylens made sure that wasn't an option.
Why would he build something to hurt Far's Zenith, yet allow them to capture you?
With Sylens, there's always an angle. We just don't know what it is yet.
He's a very smart, you know, tactical man. He always thinks about what he's gonna do.
What do you make of this Tilda the Beta was talking about?
The way she described it, I can't shake off the feeling that Tilda wanted something from Beta. Maybe because she's Elizabeth Sobek's clone? But whatever she wanted, I don't think she got it. If we knew what it was, maybe we could use it to our advantage somehow.
I don't know. I don't think Tilda and Elizabeth were on the best of terms.
Oh well. At least we can take some comfort in knowing the Zeniths don't trust each other.
Maybe. I should get back out there.
We'll be here if you need us.
Ah, here he is.
Mind if we have a word?
Of course not.
Does it still hurt?
It comes and goes. I try not to think about it, but its absence is always present for me. It's difficult to explain.
I can't claim to understand. Only empathize.
Then you have my thanks.
Have you spoken with Erend at all?
I've had little chance to. I did see him bring some ale from out east.
That stuff's as bitter as salve-brush.
You get used to it, eventually. In fact, I wouldn't mind a drink myself.
I'm sure Erend wouldn't mind sharing. It must be strange, seeing everything through a focus now.
I can see machines like never before. Their strengths and weaknesses simply reveal themselves to me. To think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon I've ever possessed.
What do you think of this place? It must take some getting used to.
It's an efficient center of operations, and an acceptable training facility. Though it could use some more color.
Duly noted. I should get going.
If I can help in some way, say the word.
I will. Thank you.
Aloy.
Hey, how's everything going?
I am well, but Varl told me Beta's having a hard time adjusting to life here with us. I wish there was something I could do to help.
I'm not sure any of us can.
A tree won't bear fruit in a day. We'll do our best to make her feel welcome. There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
The Zenith did a number on Beta. But she seems to trust Varl.
I still can't believe she told him the Zeniths are immortals. Old ones who cut themselves off from the cycle of life and decay. I've never heard of anything so selfish. To deny our dying bodies to the Earth. To doom the life that would bloom in their place. It's despicable.
Found anything else combing through that data?
Varl and I have been looking into the animals of the old world. Apparently there used to be thousands more species roaming around than there are today. Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them. Even as holograms. Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo, that may prove difficult. At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used many of them as inspiration for her machines. Her memory honors them.
What are you going to learn next?
I'm not sure. I asked Gaia for suggestions, and she brought up data you found on something called a museum? From what I gather, the old ones would store knowledge in them for all to see and learn from, like you've done here for us. Maybe one day more people will be able to use this place to learn the way we have.
That sounds crowded, but nice. Are you guys training with Erend as well?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his gut as training, then yes.
I've been told. Please tell me you weren't being serious, though.
Of course not.
Good.
I was going for a couple of broken bones. He called the Utaru leaf grazers. Laughed at the idea of us simple farmers being formidable fighters. Before I knew it, he and I were battling it out in the common room. The man is slow, but he can throw a hammer around. Don't look so worried. We're evenly matched. For now. Next time he's going down like a load of boar dump.
Just try not to kill each other.
Injuring his pride should be good enough.
Is there anything I can help with around here?
Oh, no. We're doing fine.
Are you okay?
You and Varl have been friends for a while?
I like to think so.
I was wondering... what do you know about his mother?
Oh.
That bad, huh?
Why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but... I noticed he avoids talking about his mother.
She's the war chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe's ever known. Tougher than a Thunderjaw, but she could be pretty harsh at times.
I see. That must have been hard on him. Thank you for telling me. I feel silly not being able to ask Varl directly.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
I should get going.
Good luck on your search.
He was right there when you were speaking that, right? Well, doesn't make sense. Okay, I think it's best we get going then. Where is it? Okay. Probably want to park somewhere. Right, like, right there.
Honor restraint.
Lovely, okay. All you have to do is go through there and that's that. If I've been streaming for more than 3 hours, I'm probably going to end it, but if I haven't, I'll keep going. 3 hours and 2 minutes, okay. Well, that will be it for today's stream. As usual, thank you guys for watching. It has always been a pleasure of mine for being able to stream this to you guys. As always, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.